There's a popular saying to never burn your bridges, and I think that applies well to maybe a professional setting that you always want to leave on a good note because you never know when a former employer can recommend you for a position. But I don't think it applies very well to mental health. There are actually some bridges that you should burn for your own well being. Um, just like a business owner may take inventory of their business, we also have to take inventory of our lives and the people that we are around, whether it's family, friends, lovers. And I'm able to pin it down to one thing that determines whether you should burn a bridge. So I'll give you a random example. All right, my family, for example, whenever it was kind of an all for one, one for all mentality, except the all for one never really comes. When they needed something, they would ask me for money, support, whatever it was. But whenever I needed something, nobody was to be found. So even something as small as I need a ride to the airport, okay, that will be $70. I used to think growing up that this was normal, that you just had to pay to go to the airport if a family member took you. But then I found out that it's not normal. It only happened in my family. So when you're doing all the giving and they're doing all the taking, yeah, it's probably best to burn that bridge. Another example is if you're dating somebody, um, pay attention. It doesn't matter what your sexuality is, it doesn't matter what gender you are. There must always be a balance between giving and taking, right? So if a person expects you to sacrifice your values, to sacrifice your own well being for the sake of the relationship, that's not a healthy relationship. That is actually self abandonment. So I'll give you a brief example. I dated somebody with avoidant attachment. And when somebody is avoidant, they avoid intimacy. They don't like too much closeness. They want connection, but almost like a book on a shelf. They will read it at some point whenever they feel like it. So the other person starts to complain because you realize that you're the only one sustaining the relationship. And the moment you speak up, they get really upset. Like, why are you speaking up for yourself? Your job is to sustain this relationship. So if you're constantly giving yourself up to keep a person, friend, lover, family member, then it's time to burn that bridge and never look back.